as the teacher, need to find out every individual, and then we need to work with their strength and their weaknesses, because they know they all are not the same, even though you're trying to teach them the same.
Right.
And
that's a big problem in schools.
and that's how our youth become sidetracked, become brainwashed, because we allow Hollywood, we allow music, we allow, you know, negative vibes. And so kids grow up thinking that they have to have this or they have to have that because they didn't have it when they was kids, because they remember when they was kids going to school, the other kids was living good. And that could psychological effect that could fuck up your
Right.
mind.
Yeah.
Anytime that you are tampering with anybody's mind, not like that none of our minds haven't been tampered with. Everybody everybody minds been tampered with. Trust me, everybody's minds is being controlled. Anytime you got a public school, public education, you know, public.
Yeah.
That means the public has a way that the public
Yeah.
should go.
Right.
And so they put everyone in that box,
Right.
in that category. They expect you to perform on that level. So yeah, society is your rules, your laws. It's the people that's responsible.
But see,
But-
and here's what's a shame. Society knows that people can't perform on that level.
They know that. They know that.
So a lot of these laws and stuff that they're making are for people that can't perform on that level, which is so society is never really interested in helping you then.
I'm not going to say that they can't perform on that level. It is that they don't allow them to perform on that level. Because if you was really, really serious about making a difference, you would make sure all the schools are equipped just like the schools are equipped elsewhere.
Right.
It wouldn't be about money shouldn't be no problem because we're a rich country. See what I'm saying? But if you don't want the educational system to be the same as this educational system across the railroad track,
Right.
it's not them not having the capabilities of learning. It's you, like you just said, don't want to help them. Why you don't want to help them? Because you want to see them fail.
Because as long as they're failing, you're succeeding.
Exactly.
So
And a lot of us want to blame that on white supremacists. Let me tell you something. White
secret
supremacists,
societies.
they, like I said, they only make up less than 10% of the world's population. And they've been for a great long time throughout their history trying to maintain dominance for the fear of being wiped off the planet. Do you blame them? I can be sympathetic how they think. And it is all based on a lie. Again, because society have you programmed to make you believe that what you see on TV isn't real and what you see on TV is real.
Right.
They have that way they can control you. You know, because of the greed and the wanting to be desired, Hollywood more and more and more
Feeds on that.
gives you the truth.
Well,
But they do it in different ways. They do it in different ways. And, you know,
is Hollywood responsible for a lot of dysfunction?
yes, most definitely. It's a part of feeding the beast. The beast is greedy. beast want more, more, more until it just eats you alive,
Right.
until you forget about who you are. The beast want to take over you. He don't want you to be you. He want to take over you. Of course, Hollywood, the music, people. So they give you that facade that money is gonna bring you everything.
Right.
You fall right into the hands of it.
Right.
Let me tell you something. You can have all of all, big house, big cars, 10, 11, 12, 13 cars, and still be lonely.
Oh yeah.
You can still
Yeah.
be lonely. Yeah. So don't think just because you
Now is that a person?
just don't think because you in a possession of some material goods that that's gonna make you happy. No, it isn't.
If why would a person be lonely? Like, is it because their inner
Insecurities,
self is lonely? As far as like they don't even know who they are.
insecurities, in denial,
listen,
self regret,
This is what I don't get. This is what I don't get.
self
Why do you
hatred.
need to be in denial? Why do you need to have insecurities? It is you. It's not. It's not me trying to make you. It's you trying to make you. So why? That's what I don't understand.
When you're living in a society where it's all about competition, competition is all about this group, that group. I'm in the good group, you're in the bad group. When you look at society, if you ever grew up in America and when you was young growing up, you could see it. They would separate you. They would say, hey, there's the good group, here's the bad group, here's the group that you want to be, here's the group you don't want to be. I don't know whether or not you was in a smart group and you look down in the small group that was supposed to be dumb group, or did you act different? I mean, did you act different towards the kids that maybe had the good shoes and the good toys compared to the ones that didn't? And how does society take it? Did you ever have any bullies, like someone come along because they didn't like you and they want to just beat up on you? You know, how does society? Where was society when you was going through all these things? You know, maybe you didn't have enough money to go on a field trip, so you couldn't go. Where was society? Where was all of this good? So, where does it come from? It comes from society. You know, I think that instead of trying to put everybody, every individual into one basket, and just because they seems not to fit in that basket, you begin to separate them, and then you begin to put titles on them, whether they're good or whether they're bad or whether he's slow or whether he's smart. What about saying all of these kids are intelligent? We, as the teacher, need to find out every individual, and then we need to work with their strength and their weaknesses, because they know they all are not the same, even though you're trying to teach them the same.